Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Know the Truth, aka the Black Cinderella, coming at you with just a little video of how I feel today and what goes on when I'm feeling how I'm feeling. And I know for a lot of you target individuals, it's probably very hard to wake up in the morning and to start your day knowing that something is happening to you in the background. And when it does happen, you feel very frustrated. You feel very concerned about the things that are happening. But as a targeted individual for many, many years now, it's kind of like you have to move on with your life. Okay, you have to figure out what's best for you and what works for you. What happens to you is how you make your life complete. Any way that you think, any way that you move, any way that you may consider just giving up on life, don't, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And I'll tell you why. I had to decide for myself that even if I was targeted, even if I'm not targeted, what's happening in my life? Why are these things happening? Why do I see these things? Why do I notice the things that are happening? Right? And then we program our minds to constantly look for these things, constantly search for these things that we know that are happening. But when you sit back and you tell yourself, you know what? I'm not going to constantly look for somebody following me. I'm not going to constantly look for the one headlight. I'm not going to constantly look for things disrupted in my home. I'm not going to be constantly looking for situations with a vehicle. I'm just not going to look for it anymore, because you know why? I don't want to. I want to live my life as normal as possible. And it's hard, right? Because in the beginning, you're so fixated on everything that's happening. You want your phone out. You want to take pictures. You want to record. You want people to see what's happening. But if you really sit back and pay attention to what's happening, you'll realize that that's what these handlers, that's what this whole organization is about. They want you to consume yourself, okay, in this delusional mind frame of what's happening. Yeah, it's happening, right? But they want you to feel like you're being delusional, like you're making things up, like the shit that's happening to you is not really happening, when in fact it is. So when you come to the terms that, hey, you know what? I am a fucking targeted individual and these things are happening to me. The best thing to do, and this is just solely from my own experience and what I've had to deal with as being a targeted individual, is that you just say, you know what? Today I'm going to wake up and I'm not going to think about being a targeted individual. I'm not going to go the extra miles to have my phone out to videotape something that seems unordinary. I'm not going to go out of my way to realize that something is happening. I'm just going to let it happen. And if I see it, I'm just going to continue on about my day. And that's what I have accomplished in my life so far. And it's helped, because if we wake up and just go about our day just as regular as possible without being pressured into finding out why these things are happening to us, it'll ease up. Eventually, it'll ease up. And it may never, ever go away, but it will be more calmer, because you know what's going to happen is they're going to be like, you know what? Goddamn, this damn person is not even, the things that we're doing to her or to him is not even affecting them. Okay, they're still fucking going on about their day as normal as possible. So that's what you have to do, is let them get upset. Let them find somebody else to target, even though we don't want that deep down in our heart, because we know how being a targeted individual makes a person feel. It makes you scared. It makes you angry. It's confusing. It's just downright wrong. But we have to let them know, you know what, hey, you guys want to target me all day, follow me around, set up these nice scenes for me to pay attention to and, tamper stuff in my house and, just fuck with my mind. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you continue to evade my personal space, to evade my life, and to stop me from being the person I am today. So if this message reaches anybody out there today, as a targeted individual, as just a person living their life wondering what's going on, you have to know that God puts things in your life for a reason. It may make you stronger, it may make you weaker, but it also makes you realize your purpose in life. And everyone has a purpose in life. It's just knowing what it is, how to grasp it, how to hold it, how to bring it together, how to know it, okay? So today I leave you just with this. If you are a targeted individual and you know that you are, or if you're a targeted individual and you feel like you are, if you're a targeted individual and you don't know that you are, okay? Stop wondering why. Continue your life, live your life, be happy. Let the things flow freely. And you'll see that in time, your life will be better. Your life will be fruitful. You won't forget the things that are happening, but they'll be distant to your heart. Have a good day. Remember, I love you.